Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, a bit of an interesting morning. So I'm sitting here and I know that my youngest is going out. So I've had other things to do this morning anyway. I thought I'd do my reading, like afternoon time. But I wasn't sure what time she was actually going out. So I messaged her and I said, what time are you going out? She's like 2 o'clock. I said, okay, I'll crack on and do my reading then. But like just before that, whilst I was in this like waiting zone, we're in the waiting zone. I've pulled some cards, and I've used Anna's cards. Now I had an email from Anna the other day, saying that she loves how she sees me use the cards, and it was just really good to hear from her. And so I pulled this story, and I thought this is an interesting story. And before I clear it away, I'm going to share it with you. It's I haven't really delved too much into it. I'll tell you what I've been doing this morning is actually like allowing people to read the story of the tarot. So it's like kind of like you tell the story. What do you see? And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, if Emily comes down, like I felt like saying to her, what on earth do you see from the story? But it's a bit naughty, naughty. So what we have is, it's a Celtic cross, guys, look. Okay, so this is a story. Hold on, we can keep the camera down. That's all good. So we have, what we're talking about is the world. Now I felt like this was the Divine Feminine's energy. In a way, it looks like she's on a broomstick. Hold on, we'll bring the camera back up. Okay. Well, it looks like I feel as if she's on a broomstick. And she's got this red ribbon here, okay? And it's them arrows as well. Something about those arrows. Okay. Whose arrows would they be? They'd be Cupid's arrows. Because this is like coming right at you. So it's available, the world. The world's available to you. The block is heartache. Three of Swords. And that's, I just picked up on the arrows then being with Cupid. If that would make sense. I'm just channeling this message now. Okay, so what's the block is heartache. Feels very, I'm picking up on the black wall. You hit a black wall. What's on the other side? That's the breakthrough. Okay, I feel like that's the breakthrough, the dark night of the soul. Now, in the past energy, this is what I thought was a little bit bizarre. I actually feel like it's the Hangman. But I feel like that's a man on top doing like the deeds. Okay, and I feel like this man, this masculine, is like trying to, whether or not he's double jointed, it's like, oh, if only he could just satisfy his own needs in that department. Anyway, it's like the Divine Feminine who's in the star energy is like, you're crazy. You're not going to be able to do that. Okay. Then there's this energy of a bumblebee and being strong. What's the agreement in the background? I'm not sure what I'm making of this masculine and his moustache. I must dash. You must dash? Where to? I must dash. I feel like there's a strong sexual desire coming from the masculine that he's trying to fulfill himself, or he's not being able to fulfill himself. The Divine Feminine here is like, you're crazy. Like, because it's available to you. What's assisting behind the scene is the Wheel of Fortune. And it just took me to, well, you can do that stuff to each other. So, about clinging on here. Hang on. And then come out how you're feeling about this. This is about actually being together. It's like you need two heads to be able to give head. Well, look, their heads are combined, and it just very interesting story. Took me to the enlightenment here. So he can't do it on his own. Okay. Then how this is affecting others, and it was like, well, Divine Masculine, this can be offered to you because now you actually have someone on the scene who's doing that. She's a saint. So it's very much about coming like together. There's no need to keep finding a way to satisfy yourself. Okay. Hopes or fears, well, this masculine's single. So there's nothing else stopping him apart from himself. The outcome? The Emperor. Very blank expression on his face. Well, I don't know what to say. This feminine energy is like kind of like, you're crazy. You're cutting yourself off from your own needs. It's like when you cut off your nose to spite your own face. What's wrong with your face? Okay. This is maybe, it's coming through now, maybe the block is actually an insecurity of your body. Because it's like, be strong, bumblebee. Mustache. Okay, so it could be working out. You might be at that breakthrough now. You might feel like you're ready, like your body's ready. Okay. I do feel like you're ready, your body's ready. And your body's calling for some loving. What's the bottom of the deck? Because I didn't even look. Oh, yes, I did. Two of Cups. There you go. The darkness of the Cups here. And that's kind of, the World is the last card in the tarot, like breaking through. I want to say breaking through that spectrum, but I'm not too sure what that means. It's very colourful here. He's definitely looking like he's getting some colour. Oh, we're going back to Colour Me Bad now. Ooh, ooh, I wanna sex you up. Right. I wasn't sure what story was going to come out today. That surprised me because that's not the energy really that I've been picking up on. Although maybe I don't need to dwell into that energy. I'm not going to use these cards. That was a very enjoyable story. I don't know where the case is for it. Trying to look for case files maybe. Right, we are going to get a story. Let's use the Everyday Tarot, seeing as they're here on the table. We are recording. We are 7 minutes, 37 seconds to do a Celtic cross reading. That's not bad, is it? It's a beautiful day out there today. I actually went out without a coat on, just like this. I do have bottoms on, I've not just got like the top on. So I went out. It's beautiful out there. Okay, the sun is out and it feels like there's a nice, clean, fresh air in the air. Right, let's have a look. They wanted to come out together. Oh, I've still got sugar on my table. Pancake day yesterday. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. Come out together. Unconditional love. And then I felt like I saw the Ace of Cups first. What's under this unconditional love? A Page of Wands. Should we read these two cards? Let's do it. You are filled with happiness, joy and bliss. How delightful. The pennies dropped. Lotus flower here. Out of the darkness. I feel like my eyes have like a film over them, like they've gone all blurry. It's all good. You are filled with happiness, joy and bliss. Creative opportunities are abundant. There may be new love, friendships or even art projects available to you now. Very fidgety under the table. Okay, Page of Wands. You are a free spirit. That Nine of Cups. You are a free spirit with a passion for life. You are filled with new ideas, giving them a feeling of giving you a feeling of creative restlessness. We did pick that up. So you are a free spirit with a passion for life. You are filled with new ideas, giving you a feeling of creative restlessness. You feel a strong pull towards using these ideas to start a new phase of life. A spiritual path may be calling you. Well, I feel like you're there. If you're at the world, at that point, it's a point of transition. jumping spectrums. I don't really know what that means, but they want me to keep saying about the spectrum. I went to 5-star then, a song by 5-star. Systematic, I never can get enough. Systematic, never can get enough. Oh, dim, 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 dim. I mean, we're going back to the 80s. Going back to the 80s, man. Spectrum. Let's continue with the story. We have Temperance. That's so nice to see, because we have to see Temperance before any reconciliation between divine counterparts can occur in the physical. It's him. It's time to claim your crown. I was going to read that card then, but then the sun came out. 7 of Swords. All this deceit is being balanced today, apparently. The deceit, the lies, it's all going to be left in the past. Why is it needing to occur now? Otherwise, you're going to always be looking over your shoulder. And you're going into a different realm. No, it's not a different realm. So it's like you're seeing the whole spectrum. Spectrum. That took me to like mushrooms and like psychedelics. You've got the Empress here with her nectar. This masculine's going to walk smack bang into it, into like an angel. Or into, it's like he's found like a doorway in the dark. And it really is just like that. He's looking behind him. Now behind him is the 2 of Swords, which will take me to tapping into your intuition. And then behind that is the Empress. And I said, the reason you have to do it now is otherwise you'll always be looking behind you. I feel like the Empress carries the nectar here. It also looks like she contains the world within her. It's like he's always going to be wandering, roaming around, always wandering. And then it's just like there's a doorway that opens. He smacks bang into it. Smacks bang. There's the angel waiting. And he's going to, the blending's there. But he's too busy looking behind him. He's got 5 swords, which is a surrender. But I actually feel like he is following his intuition and the feminine guidance. She has the nectar. She seems to have gobbled up the world. She's got this wreath of stars over her hair or around her head. And she's lighting the way. So it feels very much as if, like, all of a sudden, boom, you've arrived. And it's something about your body's calling it. Let's read this. Temperance, 7 of Swords, the Empress. And like I said, this is a restless, well, I didn't say that, it said in the card. You might be feeling a creative restlessness. Okay, let's read Temperance. Because I've opened straight up to it. Look, it comes after the death. You've been through that, the dark night. You are going through let's read the death card. You are going through a powerful change and transformation. There are parts of your life that are falling away and disintegrating. Making way for new opportunities to emerge. That's done. Now we're at Temperance. You are discovering how to create balance and harmony in your life. You find alignment and a cease. Okay. And a sense of peace. That takes me to like that peace treaty. Ceasefire. Peacefire. You find alignment and a sense of peace with your external surroundings. Well, that would be because whatever's going on within will be reflected on the outside. Your outer circumstances really are an indicator of what's going on within you. As I took a large gulp. Now you're looking actually at the divine feminine. I feel like I'm actually speaking to the masculines now. So you're actually looking at the divine feminine here, the Empress energy. 7 of Swords. That is a sneaky, deceitful card. It says you cannot do everything at once. You must prioritise what's important to you, even if it means letting others down. You may need to put yourself first to get what you want. And I just saw the Hangman when I read that. You cannot do everything at once. Or alone, maybe. You must prioritise what's important to you, even if it means letting others down. So let yourself down from the Hangman mode. The first card that I pulled this morning was the Hangman, and he went to the floor and he spun around and he was up the right way. He was like, I'm awake now. Okay, you need to come down then. You must prioritise what's important to you, even if it means letting others down. You may need to put yourself first to get what you want. And then we have the Empress. Is that what you want? The Empress. Card number 3. I felt like the air was very quiet then. It went all still. Like there was a little void in the air. Abundance and creativity flows to you, and that it flows to the Empress, and the Divine Masculine in the Page of Wands energy has a creative restlessness. So abundance and creativity flows to you. You embody the mother archetype and are bringing a new project into being. Your divine feminine energy flows through you as you grow and nurture your babies. It's like your divine masculine being your baby. Hey baby, how are you getting on? It's just about to... he's not paying attention. There's something that he's just about to hit. It's a black wall. But it leads to somewhere. How exciting. Now that's the unknown. Ace of Swords, there's a resurrection here on the table. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the energy of resurrecting. You are experiencing a breakthrough and a new way of thinking. Your mind is stretched by new ideas and you are excited about putting those ideas into action. I said that, how exciting. Do you know what I felt like? It felt like it was Jesus, like 3 days for his resurrection. I mean, he was like connected. And there's a transitional point between the death and temperance and the resurrection. And it's like, yes, okay, it took longer than 3 days, but you know, the state that maybe you went through your death, well, you might not have been at like JC's state of being, but so you're most definitely getting there. This lifetime. And you didn't need to be like hung up onto a cross unless you hung yourself up there. Not in today's day and age. It was unnecessary, but hey, you're coming down. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show. Well, let's get a sacred spirit reading card and see what the message is here. It's turned a little bit nippy now. As we walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We hit the light. And then we don't go back. No more, no more, no more. Right then. It's 13:01. I best tell you that, seeing as I looked at 2 clocks. And we have our eternal union. New love is forming. This is beautiful. Can you see what's going on? No, that's actually like the number of the devil. There's some little lovebirds out there tweeting away. Love's calling. Eternal union. New love is forming. Strengthen your relationships. In a lifetime, we are destined to meet many members of our soul group and soul family. Many of them enter through life as a soulmate, fated to teach us lessons about unconditional love and ourselves. A soulmate can be a friend, family member, work colleague, partner, neighbour, or someone you strongly disagree with, clashing with every time you are around each other. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance, and growth, whether physical, emotionally, emotionally or spiritually. It was actually physically. Okay, now. Okay. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance, and growth, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. You may feel you have known them forever, as you may be instantaneously comfortable in their presence. Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter. It's like you need a blowjob. Come on. It's... Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter, or this relationship could last a lifetime. Acting as a catalyst for growth, these souls are here to teach you something new. Currently, meeting new people will bring great conversations. Interesting people will enter your life now to teach you something valuable about yourself and your interests or passions in life. Social gatherings and casual meetups will create opportunities for meaningful connections. Right now, you are being encouraged to actively listen to others. For those who you despise or see as enemies, view these people as possible soul connections. They are there to teach you life lessons and challenge your structured belief systems. This new understanding will deepen the love you have for others, including new and existing partnerships, opening doors for an expression of eternal union. This is so much about the differences between, like, actually the divine feminine and the divine masculine. There is always that tension in it. It's kind of love-hate as they're coming together. But that's what actually makes the connection so beautiful. So let me reread that part. So right now you are being encouraged to actively listen to others. For those who you despise or see as enemies, view these people as possible soul connections. They're there to teach you life lessons and challenge your structured belief systems. This new understanding will deepen the love you have for others, including new and existing partnerships, opening doors for an expression of eternal union. This living expression of love will influence romantic connections, including marriage with long-term commitments possible now. The expression of eternal union between two souls will bring new levels of love on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual connection. True love is limitless. Shadow aspect: introversion, restlessness, disenfranchised. The sacred crystal is the emerald, and the angel assistance is Archangel Haniel, attracting meaningful relationships. And the affirmation: I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. You're blessed with true love. This is beautiful. Okay. Should we have a look and see what the romance angels would like to say? Why not? And then I think I'm going to end with a journey of love. And that's it for today's reading. I'm sitting here thinking, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be back on because I don't think that actually has really touched what's... There's something else going on. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. But this seems to be what the collective is focusing on the most, is this expression of love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Just do it, just fall in love. This card urges you to take the initiative in your love life. That may mean contacting someone to whom you're attracted and asking that person out on a date. It could also mean sending flowers, texts or gifts to your beloved. I do feel like it's the Divine Masculine needs to come down from the hangman mode, really, to do that. Okay. As you express romance, these feelings pour through you. You actually become the biggest beneficiary of your romantic displays as you enjoy how they make you feel. And the Divine Masculine could do with such a good thought feeling. To actually be able to do that. It's going to be amazing because it's one of his fears, is actually not viewing the Divine Feminine as an enemy. She's here to help you to challenge your belief systems as you have challenged her belief systems. And she's standing in her truth, sitting in her truth, and she's not really dictating what the truth needs to be for you. But most definitely, this relationship, this connection is one that challenged both of your belief systems and made you actually have to kind of go away and contemplate, what path am I choosing, regardless of what the other one's doing. So as you express romance, these feelings pour through you. You actually become the biggest beneficiary of your romantic displays as you enjoy how they make you feel to an even greater degree. The more you give love, the more you experience it. Of course, do make sure that you're also open to receiving the love that comes to you from God, the angels and other people. It's not really an issue expressing the love, it's actually being able to receive it back. And the Divine Feminine, that's what she's full of, a lot of love. I'm so out of breath. And it's something to do with the body being ready. It's a body insecurity, that's what I feel. Being fit enough, good enough, sexy enough. Sexy, everything about you so sexy. Hopefully they're saying that to themselves. Everything about me so sexy. You'll see it when you believe it. Self-loving at its best. It's a confidence. I feel like the Divine Masculine is being extremely confident. There's the card, self-initiation, and that's exactly what we're talking about. No one else can do it for you. No one can choose your path for you. But once you chose your path, walk it with faith. You have faith by your side. Let's read this. 12. Self-initiation. You are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course, and sometimes if you are not quite ready to recognise your own divine essence, this needs to be. So it's talking about you actually being able to carry each other. Not that you're needing to carry each other, but to be able to contain, it wants to come out, their love as well. To be able to receive that and allow, so your container's not only going to be topped up with your own self-love, also that same amount of love by another. It's like you're going to have double amount inside of you. Have you got the capacity to hold double love? I was going to call it double trouble. It's not trouble. It's double love. Double love. Okay. Bubble love. It's taking me now to the Nutty Professor. Oh dear. Okay. Who was the most attractive? The Professor. Right, you are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course, and sometimes, if you are not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The great teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. Let's end with this poem. Okay, it's only 3 sentences and then we get off. How easy to love, the words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. It's like divine masculine. We dare you to tell us. Express your love. I dare you. I dare not tell you. I dare the opposite. Because this is what it's about. It's about the opposites here. So how easy I love, the words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. Got itchy cheek. Okay, I'm going to get off. I will catch up with you guys later. Interesting reading. Quite nice and short and sweet. How we like it. And I will, not really actually, I don't really like it short and sweet. I like it long and delicious and succulent, and yeah, I'm off. I'll catch you guys later. Take care, much love. Bye for now.